Hi guys, this is just going to be a quick tip about the succulent called Corpuscularia Lehmanii that I have in front of me. What attracted me about this succulent when I bought it is that it really reminds to stacked up crassulas. So it kind of layers leaves one on top of each other, kind of like in string of buttons. And as you can see, it's a little bit stretched, mine, because it has quite a big space between the pairs of leaves. But what happened with this succulent about 2 weeks ago is that it became very wrinkly. So I knew about this succulent that it doesn't like to be dry very long, and I decided to water it extra. But instead of plumping up, it just continued to wrinkle, and it wrinkled all the way to the top leaves. Now I was really worried if I have to discard this succulent or if it's gonna ever recover, so I decided to place it in water, do some water therapy, and then something really interesting happened. When after 2 days, there was no change in how the leaves look like, but when I pulled some of the branches out, I noticed that the old roots kind of fell off and the new roots formed. So what I assume it happened is that this got dry a little bit longer than it wanted to be dry, and root system kind of dried up. So when it was placed in water, it started growing new roots, and I'm going to show you some of those white new roots, and it started plumping up. So I don't know, I will turn camera back here, and you can see that pretty much 2/3 of the plant are now plumping back up. There is still some wrinkly leaves, but I think this is on its way to recovery. It's been a week in water, and I don't like to keep them too long in water. So hopefully, I'm thinking tomorrow to place it back in the soil. So let me show how they look like. So here it is, guys. I'm going to show you something interesting. From all these branches, there is one branch that actually had a burst leaf. This means too much water. This is the only branch that plumped up the fastest, and this is probably the branch that no longer wants to be in water. Look at all the new white roots that grew. And I think this one I'm going to take today because I don't want to leave it. All the leaves are plumped up, and I think it's too much water for it. Some of these are still plumping up, but I'm really happy because they were wrinkly all the way to the top. I can see this top is plumped up. This one here is plumped up as well. You can see the difference. There is still some wrinkly leaves here at the bottom and here, but the tops are looking much better than they looked a little while ago. So now I'm gonna make mess here. But to give you an example, this one actually came as a cutting in the middle of the winter when I was ordering some plants, so this was a gift. So this one didn't have roots really to begin with, or they were really small. So you can see these new roots that it grew, the white ones, and it's starting to plump up for the first time. It was wrinkly since I got it. Then here you can see the roots were much longer. There was like the extra hanging, and they just fell off with the soil. And you can see the new growth. All these white little roots are new. So I think that they're very close to all of them being placed in the soil. I'm really happy that it's going to live because I really love this plant. So if you get this plant, it's called Corpuscularia Lehmanii. Make sure to water it as soon as you start noticing some wrinkly leaves at the bottom. If they all get wrinkly, then try some water therapy like I did, and hopefully this tip can help you keep them healthy and alive. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.